Hi, I'm Nico and welcome to my channel. This video is sponsored by Rise of Gunpla, the biggest gunpla shop in France. If you want to support the channel and get gunpla kits at a discount, you can do so by using my discount code Nico Suratos to get 5% off your next purchase. Links down below. So for today's video, I'll be sharing all of the new kits that I got from the past months. Let's start with the not gunpla kits, just to get it out of the way first. So we have the Tamiya 1:35 M4 Sherman early production. This is another military tank that I have in the backlog aside from the Panther A, which you've seen in another video of mine. I got this because I feel like you have to build an M4 Sherman tank at least once in your life if you're a fine scale modeler. And it's probably the most well-known American tank there is, so I just feel like it's such a classic model kit to have. Plus, I think it would be a good first tank to build before I do the Panther A. Next, I got the Tamiya 1:35 Jeep Willys MB 4x4 truck. I got this one because it was pretty cheap and I like the design of it. And I was thinking it would look well in a diorama beside the M4 Sherman. And it's also a good kit to start with because I've never built a tank before, so I've never painted and weathered one as well. So I'm thinking I could start on this Jeep and then work on the M4 Sherman if I like the results. Then I also got this Tamiya 1:35 military miniatures of the US Infantry Scout. I've already used one of the figures that came in this box. I used it for my Lictor build last month. I'll put the link below if you want to see that video. So yeah, I just got this so if I ever need some random 1:35 figure, I could get one from this box. And also if I do the Sherman and Jeep diorama, I could add these figures there. You know, I've also heard some people say that they don't like Tamiya figures because of the lack of detail and like the ugly mold and casting of it. But working on this one, having worked on one of these figures, I feel like the mold itself is actually pretty nice. I didn't have to do a lot of cleanup except for the mold lines, so I think it's a good figure. They have good figures, especially if you're just starting out in fine scaling. Obviously, the resin figures are much better and way more detailed, which I'm planning to get one just so I can compare the difference and see what people are talking about. But yeah, the Tamiya figures, I think they're really nice. They're good for the price and for the quality. Now for the 1:48 scale kits, also from Tamiya. I got this one called German Heavy Tractor SS100 and Gun Flak 37 set, whatever that means, because it comes with 5 figures, which is a lot, I think. And I don't know, I just thought it's cool. And also because 1:48 kits are so hard to find where I live or even just online. Like usually I can just buy it online, right? But there aren't any on any stores, there aren't any stocks. Like it's so hard to find. And the reason why I want a 1:48 scale kits is because I was planning to do a diorama with my 1:48 scale RX-78-2 and then adding these little guys to that to make an awesome detailed diorama. I mean, it's a lot of work and it's gonna be so big, that's why I haven't done it yet. Plus, I don't have the space to display it. But yeah, it's something that I'm planning to do. And then I also got this 1:48 Luftwaffe Winter Crew with Cat and Craftrad. Also comes with 5 figures, so that was cool. And it's cheaper than the Heavy Tractor set. And I got this one with the Heavy Tractor at the hobby shop in a mall that's 1 hour away from my house. Cause, like I said, it's so hard to find. You know those tiny hobby shops crammed with lots of model kits? Yep, that's where I found these 1:48 scale models. And that's the only place where I found kits in this scale. And I go to a lot of hobby shops here and online. So I know what I'm talking about. It is pretty hard to find. So one of the main reasons why I chose this particular model is because there's this one figure that's holding an air gun, which I thought would look awesome if I put it beside the 1:48 RX-78-2 and make it seem like he's painting the RX-78-2. And also because there's a lot of like fuel tanks, drums, and a lot of stuff that comes with this one for a cheap price. So I chose this one. So if you're still watching, let's move on to the Gunpla kits that I got. First up, I got this RG Zeta Gundam. Believe it or not, but this is actually my first ever RG kit. Because I've never built one before. I painted one, but I bought it already built without any box, so it doesn't count. Anyways, people told me this is probably one of the flimsiest RG kits there is because of its transformation gimmick. But I feel like I can work my way around the flimsiness because I really like the design of this one, so I still got it. And I don't really have a specific plan for this. I might probably just do some detailing and painting, and that's it. So yeah, I can't wait to build this one and show you guys the result. Now, this kit is one that I have been waiting for years now. I don't know if it took a long time to get reprinted or I'm just too slow to buy one. But finally, I have it. This is the high-grade Messer type F01. I got this the day before at Wasabi Toys at Green Hills. So usually this would be priced at around 35 to 40 bucks, at least from what I've seen. But I was able to get it for around 30 bucks, which is not bad. And I'm pretty excited about this one because like I've said, I've been waiting so long for this because it's quite big for an HG kit, so there's a lot of potential for customizing. And if you know me, if you know my channel, you know that I love customizing my model kits. So yeah. So these next two kits I've already shown you on my last community post. It's the HG Mechanics Valvaro and Noizil. These two are quite different from usual high-grade kits because they are in the 1:550 scale. In real life, these are so much bigger than the mobile suits. And from what I understand, it's because these two are mobile armors like Hashmal from IBO. So I got both of these from Gundam PH. And actually, I've never seen this before in stores. So I'm guessing it was also years before this was reprinted recently. I actually just wanted the Noizil because I remember my dad having one and it looked really cool. We probably still have it in one of the containers, but I wanted to have my own and build my own. And then the Valvaro is just something that I bought just so I have it in my backlog when the time comes. And I wanted to build it. Because the markup for these two can get absurd. Like I've seen someone sell the Valvaro for 40 bucks when I bought this one for $10. Oh, and also another thing that I really like about this two is that it comes with like these tiny figures of the mobile suits, which would be so awesome to paint, and it would just like look so cool in a diorama together with the actual mobile armors. So yeah, this would be perfect for like practicing your painting, like doing some post shading and stuff, maybe a little bit of some weathering. Although it would be a bit hard to do some weathering on this because of the small scale. But yeah, anyways, this would be so fun to do, just like a quick little project that hopefully I get to do soon after all my work is done. Moving on, we got the Witch from Mercury kits. I think I've already shared photos that I have these ones. But anyways, let's start with the HG Gundam Aerial. I've actually built this one already a few months back. When I first got it, I immediately built it just so I know what people were talking about, and it is a pretty cool kit. So remember that time a couple of months ago when everybody was buying this kit left and right, and some guys started hoarding and reselling at a high price? Yeah, I bought this during that time. So I ended up paying 25 bucks to get my HG Aerial, which I think is not too bad considering how high the markup was during that time. So I really love this kit. It was so fun to do, and the only reason why I haven't started customizing is because I want to have another one in my backlog before I work on it. But it's still so hard to find one, so I just have it displayed as is for now. I do have the full mechanics coming maybe at the end of this month, so I'm pretty excited about that. So next we have Guel's de Lanza. I can't exactly remember where I bought this one, probably at the mall or something. But anyways, I built this already as well, and I even started customizing, which you might be able to see on one of my recent scribing videos. And by recent, I mean once from a couple of months ago. Anyways, I really like big kits because there's so many areas and places where I can add detail. So that's one of the main reasons why I got this. And also it was pretty cheap, I would say. Yeah. And then we got the standard type de Lanza. So this one, I actually pre-ordered it from Hobby Station alongside the full mechanics aerial. So I usually wait for kits to hit retail stores before buying them. But for some reason, I decided to pre-order this one. Not that I regret pre-ordering because it was actually a pretty good move, especially with the full mechanics aerial. Like, I see so many of it being sold right now for like a pretty high price. Even like new pre-orders coming out and then the price is still high. So it's really a good move for me to pre-order it way back because I got two. One for me and one for my dad. So I think I was able to save up a few bucks by doing that. So yeah. Anyways, back to this kit. I really love the design, same with Guel's de Lanza, and I especially love the color of the armor parts. Like, it's rare to see this as the stock color, I think. Like, I haven't really seen one, or another kit with the same color from the different series, like older kits. Anyways, I'm thinking of doing a weathered build for this. I think it would look good with some chipping and rust effects and maybe even a simple base. Next up, we have the Beggar Bayou. I'm still not sure about the design of this one. Like, I don't know if I like it, but nonetheless, I wanted to have it in the backlog. Better safe than sorry. So the high grade Elfrit is still the one that I want more, but I couldn't find one until now. Like, I still can't find a store or even just a person selling an Elfrit for a reasonable price. So if anyone knows where I can get one, even already built is fine, let me know in the comments below. And then next up, we got the Hindri. So this one I got at Wasabi Toys at Green Hills for a surprisingly cheap amount. And the reason why I got this is because I watched a review and I like the design. It looks really nice and it reminded me of the Grace from IBO. And I really love those kits, so I got this one. I think it would be a nice kit to start painting. Like, it would be good for practicing new painting techniques and stuff like that. I don't think I would do some detailing on this one just because it looks so weird. It would be hard to think of a design. But yeah, like I said, it would be good for some painting and weathering stuff. And just like with the standard type de Lanza, I really love the color of the armor here. It's just really a nice shade of like blue-green color. So I'm thinking about replicating that and painting this one in its stock colors. And maybe do some weathering as well. And the last of the Witch from Mercury kits that I got is the Beggar Pente. And I got this at Wasabi Toys as well. I'm also not sure if I like the design of this one. I mean, it looks better than the Beggar Bayou. The shield and the overall look of the model looks better. But I'm still not sure if it's too weird for me. But it was the same price as the Hindri. And well, it's better to have it in my backlog than be sorry. I'll probably get a few more G-Witch kits in the future when I see them. I really like the one, the Zowert is it called? And the de Lanza Sol. Those two are next, I think, if I see them. Anyways, feel free to comment below what G-Witch kits are also good, what else are good, and I'm gonna think about getting those as well. And lastly, I got this Gundam MG EXS fighter. Not because I want to build it, but purely because I know the parts can be great for kit bashing. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed seeing all these new kits that would eventually all have custom build videos on this channel. And do subscribe if you haven't already. Before the video ends, if you're planning to grab a few kits of your own, don't forget to use my discount code Nico Suratos to get 5% off your next purchase at Rise of Gunpla. Or if you're planning to buy Gunpla resin kits, then use my discount code Nico Suratos 10 to get 10% off your purchase at Mosaic and Hobby. And another great way to show your support is by becoming a patron of mine. You'll get access to work-in-progress photos, all the high-res final photos, and the occasional Patreon exclusive video. Links all down below. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!